The lions were lying around here. They were just watching them. The buffalo killers close by. Some zebras must have come along. Lions saw the opportunity, took it, and caught themselves more food. Now they will be here even longer. Yo, look at it right in there. I'm going to try and get us high up here. Right. High enough, maybe you can get a peek in there. They're right in some thick bush. Growling going on. Let's see if we can have a peek in there, otherwise we'll try and get us around the other side. Now suddenly that sort of relative understanding they had around the buffalo earlier is gone. It's fresh meat, fresh kill, and that whole primal predator instinct comes forward again. They're competing for the food. Now, unlike with the leopard the other day when it killed the zebra, baby zebra, and he had 2-3 days to eat it. 9 or 10 lions on a young zebra, even if they're full from the buffalo, this will be only little scraps left by the end of the day. I'm going to try and get in on the other side there. See, there is a gap on the other end of them. We can maybe get a better view. Let's try that. For these lions. Just need one little window for you to look in there. How's that? Yes. Amazing, guys. I'm looking at the other vehicle. Oops, sorry, I must see where I can talk to you from. Other vehicle here from Boitela, Texan, the guide with him. You all know about Texan by now. This is one of those very primal is the best explanation for it. You can hear the growls, you can see them tearing into the food. Less than an hour ago this was still a zebra, now it's sustenance for lions. Ensuring the survival of these cubs or giving them a better chance. Lioness is the young male, he's the guy on the left hand side there. That guy there, he's a sub-adult male. Quite soon he'll have to leave the pride and have to look after himself. Sorry. Guys, just a reminder again that for lions, for predators in general, they don't know when the next meal is there. Herbivores, things that eat grass or leaves, the food is there, they must just find it and eat it. But with the predator, the next opportunity might be a long time away. So when there's an opportunity like now, even though they have lots of food around the corner, they take it, because who knows when the next chance is. Meat in the belly is meat that's yours. Well guys, as we said, we're hoping that Hayden can come and join us here, but there's also a few game drive vehicles, so we'll just see if there is opportunity for it. Andrew. Andrew's a long-time friend of mine with the other game drive here. Standing by, HD. Hey, from your taxi just pulled out. Andrew again. Yeah, Andrew, do you mind if HT joins us from the other side there? Nkuhuma seen him before. HT, they're in a clump here, it's quite thick. But there's a little window sort of on the fire break side from them, so you can join us here if you can find a little gap. HT again. Yeah, no, it's just more a matter of finding a little view that a window that you can see in. So we'll see here. Well, HD is going to come and join us, which is brilliant. A little bit difficult because they're sort of right in a little clump of mostly large fruited bush willow, which is quite a dense sort of shrubby tree or a sort of bushy tree. only see a glimpse of one leg there, but it looks like it wasn't a very big zebra, a young calf or a young foal. So they'll probably finish this off quite soon. Okay, yeah, I think it's actually a good thing we just discussed it there also from control side. Hayden's not going to join us for now because it is a little bit thick in here. We'll see if a better opportunity arises. But for now we've had the same pride of lions on a kill within 24 hours twice. Shows you the bush never ceases to surprise.
Move back a little bit.
Move back a little.
Then it gets rid of this tree in front here. Those leaves.
Yeah, I quite like the leaves. Tells us how thick we into this. I'll move for you now. My head is in the way. Hello Leanne, nice to hear from you again. Also nice to know that you've been joining us for many drives. Just referencing back to the wild dog kill from the other day when they went to fetch the pups and asking if lions would do the same. Yes, they would, although not quite as, what's the word, the wild dogs are extremely close to and sort of and give preference to the pups. So what I mean with that is the wild dogs would sometimes not eat themselves to give the pups food, or eat themselves and regurgitate all that food to the pups. With lions, typically the big males and the females tend to feed first. There's a whole rationale behind that, but that female is still... You can see the female in the back there. Just look at her belly quickly. Supposed to be 2 young cubs with this group as well, which I don't know if they are still around. That female looks like she wasn't lactating or was lactating until not very long ago. Just see a bit of a mammary glands before she lay down. So Leanne, yes, lions will fetch their cubs. They will share the food with them. Also, if it's a small thing that they catch, they will sometimes not kill it and then give the cubs the opportunity to kill it, so to practice the hunt, but not nearly in the same manner as wild dogs, where wild dogs really put the young ones first. With lions, they put the adults first. There's a better chance of survival for the pride if the adults survive, because they have longer lifespan. They can, they can have cubs again and protect them. With wild dogs, it is slightly more about numbers. They have to have pups that survive for the packs to continue. think in the end it's not going to be possible for Hayden to join us, just with the vehicle conditions around us, and probably better as well, just in terms of the space. The other guides are so good for us, they're really helping us get into sightings and everything, so it's good to allow them some extra space, so to speak, as well. But what I was actually thinking about is that I can come as close to as possible to guaranteeing that these lions will be here this afternoon. I still have a lot of buffalo left to eat, and then of course, now having eaten the zebra as well, or finishing it off, it's going to be full bellies, lots of sleeping, and I think more eating and feeding activity and pride activity later afternoon, especially if it cools down. See what happens today. Maybe a bit of rain. It's one of those sort of odd days. I can't really get a feel for the weather. It's a bit windy now. Clouds are building up. It might turn into a thunderstorm later, might not. And we'll definitely be back this afternoon, unless weather doesn't permit, if it is raining very hard. See what these guys are up to. What else have they done for the day? I mean, this morning we left them thinking, oh, this is almost sleep time now, and then they went and caught a baby zebra. Well, I'm trying to keep myself down in the corner here. Guys, it has been a phenomenal morning. Great lions. I mean, to sit here, as you can see, we're right there with them. They're 8 yards away. And it's been fantastic. As always, thank you for joining us with Wild Earth here in the Sabi Sands. And we will have a drive again this afternoon. Great that we are seeing these cats. I mean, seeing a lion any time of the day is always good, but obviously building up to Big Cat Week, this is what we want to see, this is what we want to experience, get to know them as well, get to know the pride in the individuals. So it's been a brilliant morning. This afternoon we'll see, maybe both of us can make it back. Definitely HT will, weather permitting, because now I'm more and more feeling like we might get rain later on, but we'll see what they do later. But just for myself, for Peter, also Brian behind the camera, all the guys in control, Will and Alex, thank you so much for a brilliant morning, and let's enjoy these lions for the last little bit. Zebra's head, what remains of it. Not much left now of the little carcass, so you could find them contending for it quite heavily.